Okay, after thinking about it, I'm going to take, yesterday, I discovered that, hey, I should have probably made these a little wider so that I could put the clearance hole in for the nipple on the bottom of the tank. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp up the tank since I got that silver soldered in, and take an end mill and cut the width of it down so that I can just mill a notch in these mounting brackets and put them on that way. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. And we'll just take and like I say, I'm just going to take and mill a notch, or not mill a notch, mill the width of those spigots down. So I'll clamp it in here like I think I had it. Actually, I want to clamp it down a little further this time so that the top is actually within. Just going to kind of eyeball it up, you know, down here. Just going to, I'm only going to use an end mill just to, I'm going to use the end mill to straighten it out so that it's kind of sitting in there flush. I'm going to hold it up to the bottom of the end mill here. Up there. And then I'm going to get a little end mill and I'm going to come along here and mill both sides of that. I'll probably use that same end mill I was using yesterday. Little 1/8 inch end mill. I don't want to mill into the tank, I just want to mill the fitting. Are you in the shot? No. So I just want to mill the fitting itself, not the tank. Do the same thing to the other side, just to narrow that up, so that when I put this on there, the wall, I'll be able to leave the walls there. What I'm going to do is over here, so we only have to go down to the top of that tank. That should be good enough. Oop. Take it. Get a stone here, or a file. All right. And we'll take it. Take and just deburr it here. There. You know, Now I just gotta make sure that I got this down far enough. Okay, so we're at 365 now. The inside walls of this is at 390, so should be able to put a slot right through that. So I need to figure out or mark the center line and then mark that diameter, and then I'll take that same end mill and cut it. So the overall 3 inches 160, 1 inch 580 then. Center, close to center. And half of that diameter, which is a 450, 225. So 100, 225, so right around there. I'm just making a little witness mark on this so I can see how far I gotta go to have this fit in between them. So that should be good. I'm gonna go back over to the vise here. Parallel in. And hang this over the parallel just like I did when I was drilling it. Okay, my camera shut off in the middle of things. I don't know where it ended. I'll find out when I render the file. But anyway, I got the notch cut in the bottom mounting bracket for the tank. I soldered it on, I put the ends in place, and I started polishing a little bit. You know, I don't know, I was going to paint it, but I don't know, I think that kind of looks cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? Think I should paint it, or, because if I paint it, I was just going to paint the copper part, and I was going to paint it black. I don't know, I'll have to think about it. But anyway, the first one is done and ready for stands, so I'm gonna just kind of hold it up here, and I think I want it about level with the carburetor, just a tad below, and about like that probably. I think that looks pretty good. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and work on the second one. Okay, I've been thinking about it. I think I'm kind of liking the way that the one that I have done looks. So I think I am gonna make the second one the same way. Yeah, I figured I'd give you a shot of it. You know, I haven't polished on it or anything. This is the fresh from the silver soldering. I'll sit down here and see if I can give you a little bit of a view of it. But that's what it kind of looks like. Got a little carried away with the silver solder there a little bit, but that's at the bottom. The top actually turned out pretty decent again. The other one actually turned out pretty decent. What I did was I silver soldered from the inside. So the thing about silver soldering, you got to have everything really clean. You don't want any, even just a fingerprint on it. You want to wipe it down with alcohol and then just put a dab of flux where you want it to flow, and it'll flow. But anyway, I'm kind of liking the way this one looks. So I was going to paint it, but I'm thinking I'm going to leave it. if I decide to paint it later on, I guess I can mask it off and paint it. But I think I'm gonna finish. I got some more buffing right here to do a little bit, and to clean that one up. So I didn't make any ends for the second one because I was thinking about putting plexiglass in, but I kind of like the way those ends look. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the same type of end for this one here, and then I'll have to do cut this fitting down just like I did with this other one, where the camera quit on me. But that's what it looks like from underneath. I just cut that fitting down so that I just cut a little window in that bracket, and that'll work just fine. So I will go back to the lathe and make 2 of those ends, and then I will come back when I'm a little further along. Okay, I got the 2 end pieces made for the second tank, and I've got I got to take and cut the bottom nipple out, cut the width of it down like I did with the first one. You know, I cut the bottom this that way it'll fit into that bracket without having to remake the bracket. So I'm going to go over to the mill and set it up and cut that, and then I'm going to soft solder the to the bottom of it. So I get over to the mill here. Get you set up over here to the side. This is where my camera, what happened was the hard drive was full, so it shut down on me and I didn't even realize it, so sorry about that. Well, see if we can show you this time. Alright, so got the tank here. I'm just gonna put it in here, and what I'm gonna do, I want some way of leveling that out, so I'm just gonna take and lay a parallel across the top, and then I'm gonna take and hold the tank up against that nipple, or the fitting, or whatever you want to call it. I need almost 3 hands here though. I need somebody to tighten the vise for me. I think I got it. Yeah, it looks pretty close. Alright. So what I'm going to do is come down with my 1/8 inch end mill, kind of pick the center here, and come down and just, actually I'm going to get a piece of paper here. And come down, and I'm going to touch that piece of paper and lock my quill. I don't have to go any lower than that. And we'll mill this down. I only have to go that depth because that's all further down that bracket is going to sit, because it's going to sit up against this, the OD of the tank anyway. So that'll work out just fine. It did on the first one. I just kind of deburr it a little bit. Check where I'm at. Okay, so we're at about 360. Okay, so if I mill the pocket in there and just come up to the walls, it should be just fine. If I mill a pocket up to the walls. So I want to find center again. Okay, so it's 3 inches 160. So 1 inch 580. That's, and then I believe this was 400 and something. It was 450. So 225 off of that. So 1, 2, 20. So I'm just going to put some scratch marks in here, so I know how wide to make that. This time, instead of putting it saddled over, instead of saddling it over it, I'm just going to set it up like this time. That way I can see the walls and make sure that I don't I got it down on there. Snug it up. Pull the vice or pull the parallel out. I'll come over here to the center. See, I'm just about out of battery now too, so camera needs a battery charge. Okay, so we'll just go up to the line this way, to the right. Back up and go to the line on the other side. And now it's just make a window up to the wall. All of that. Not critical again. Don't do a lot of critical work, I guess. Okay, that should fit in there. Parallel underneath it so I don't drop it to the bottom of the vise. Yeah, I'll divert a little bit. Knock off the big chunks. Spurs hanging on here yet. Knock the big burrs off. That's soft brass, and kind of burrs up on you. Okay, that should fit right on there. That'll work. And I'm going to go solder that in place. Okay, there they are. What do you think? Paint or no paint? I kind of like them like this. I don't know. I guess we like sparkly things. I don't know. But they actually look like they turned out pretty good. The whole gas, that's all that's all that really matters. But they should hold gas and look halfway decent. Now I need to make the pedestals, and I'm not sure. I think I want to make it so that the carburetor is about halfway. That way I can fill the tank. It'll be a little bit above the carburetor, but at the half mark it'll start sucking from the tank instead of a gravity flow. Guess I'm not really sure if it should be just fine if I put it below, just a little below. But anyway, like I say, all I got left for these are the stands. Oh, and the nipple down on the bottom. But I was going to hold off on that until I get the line. I want to make sure that I make those so that they fit nice and snug. I'll get the stands made, and then I'll probably start on spark plug wires. I'm thinking about making. I was gonna make rubber boots, and for the anyway for the distributor cap, I was just gonna grab some maybe some black nylon, or not. Yeah, black nylon, and turn up some little boots for that out of that stuff. Those I'm just going to have going straight, so those are pretty easy to just, I think, turn up and make something look like a regular distributor boot. We'll see. If I can't, then I'm going to wait for the rubber stuff that's coming. That I didn't have any luck with the first batch with it setting up. Hopefully the second batch that he sends me now will work. Hopefully he tested it before he sent it off, I'm hoping, and we'll go from there. So anyway, I'm going to start turning up on the stands. It's just a simple turn job, you know, turn up 4 little stands. So I'm probably not going to video any of that. I'll video the outcome after I get done. So I think that's going to be it for today. So we'll catch you later.